in December, I had did a post about some similar feelings. So I wanted to read it to y'all. And it is from Kryon, The Recalibration of Humanity, book number 13, y'all. Page 196, on judgment. What kind of judgment would you put upon those who would falsely accuse you? What do you think about those who are in ignorance or perhaps uninformed and who then go and do certain kinds of things that hurt you and perhaps others? What is your judgment of those who don't believe what you believe? How do you see them? This is one of the biggest issues, dear ones, believe it or not. How does God see those of whom I speak? How does a master see them? Millions of human beings believe certain spiritual things that don't necessarily others ascribe to, or you may not necessarily ascribe to. How do you see them? In their zeal, they tell you God will punish you if you don't do what they are doing exactly as they are doing it. So what do you see when you come into contact with them? I'll tell you what the master sees, and let this be your test. The master says, blessed is the human being who finds God anywhere in any way, for that is appropriate to their path. Do not judge the one who does not find God the way you have found God, old soul. For whatever they find is good enough for their path for now. Celebrate the fact that they even want to find the Creator inside in the way that they do. If they want to climb steps and crawl and cry to have their spirit soothed, it is their way. If they want to assign creative source to a prophet, it is still honor. For they are looking for the same thing that you've looked for and all humanity still looks for. Each human has his own path and his own time. Look at all with honor and compassion. Understand and enjoy. That's how God sees, old soul. And it is time you understand this and remember the same. We're getting down to the basics, are we not? Every single one of the 5 is basic linear survival attributes. He did like 5 attributes that we have to transcend. I don't be knowing why this filter shit just, okay. That shit gave me passion and everything. But anyway, but this is one of the attributes that we have to work on as humans. When you have accomplished even a partial rewrite of an attribute like judgment or ego, a whole new door opens up for you. So Kryon says, I wouldn't tell you these things if they were not accurate. This is the human spiritual system at its best. Practice that which is mastery with the examples you've been given over history from the masters. And that's why I always be saying, fuck the indoctrination. What were they doing? What were the masters doing? The masters did not give a shit if you was a leper. The master didn't give a shit if you was doing whatever. By touching the feet. By eating. By all these different things, one can come to know the self. So somebody might find that in Hinduism. Somebody might find that in Christianity. Somebody might find that in Islam. Somebody might find that sitting in their motherfucking room crying. But we all on that journey to know of ourselves, to know of the source in which we come from. So start to change who you are in order to move into who you have always been. It says who you will be, but who you have always been. This is what is going to change the earth, and this is the task. And so it is. I am Kryon and love of humanity. What's up, Magic? Let me stop. I'm down hype on the joint. What's up, Hank? What's up, y'all? What up, though, y'all?